Hey guys, welcome back to my vinyl pickups. So I have recently picked up a couple of new records and I thought I'd put up a video, show you what I've been getting. So they are from a variety of different genres this time, and a couple of them are influenced by fellow YouTubers as well after watching their videos. So the first record is Father John Misty, I Love You Honey Bear. It's a really cool cover, I love this, it looks beautiful. Lots of design going on. It is a gatefold as well, which is fantastic. Double album, so there you go. Absolutely superb. Now, I'd never heard of Father John Misty. The only reason I picked this up, I was looking for vinyl collectors on YouTube in the VC, the vinyl community, and I found a video from a girl called Cindy. Her YouTube name is True North Style, and she was showing the vinyl she picked up, and this was one of them. And I checked out the links in the description of her video for the songs for the artists she showed. And I was really impressed with Father John Misty. He's got an amazing tone. His performance, the way he commands the stage is fantastic. But for me, it sounded, his music, when I listened to quite a few different tracks on YouTube, was very much reminiscent of 70s groups like the Eagles and like Bread, that kind of like old school rock style. But it's a lot slower and a lot mellower. It's a really interesting album. His lyrics are very deep, and when you listen to what he's saying, it really does make you sit back and think. And the one record, which was the one that Cindy put a link for, which was the David Letterman performance, which was Born in the USA, it just captured me. As soon as I watched that video and I listened to that song, and I listened to the lyrics, and I was like, shit. I mean, it's really deep, man. It's a really great song. So I will put a link down in the description for all the artists that I showed today. I'll put a link down there for the Born in the USA performance on the Letterman show. This is an absolutely fantastic album. I Love You Honey Bear by Father John Misty. Yeah, highly recommend checking this one out, guys. Go and check out the link down below, see what you think. Now, in contrast to that, the next one is completely different. This one I saw recently on Antoine's channel, Dirty Vinyl Play, and he was doing his hip hop vinyl record pickups. And I didn't notice it had been released. It was only released recently. So as soon as Antoine showed the record, I was like, I'm picking that up. And it is 50 Cent, and it is Get Rich or Die Trying, his debut album. Unfortunately, it's a double album, but it hasn't gatefolded it, which kind of frustrated me a little bit with some of the new records that you're getting double albums that aren't gatefold. I think it's kind of lazy to just stick them in there like that. It would have been better to have it gatefold. But nonetheless, the cover, it looks cool, looks great on the vinyl, especially the back cover as well. And, you know, whether you're a 50 Cent fan or not, I personally, he's not the greatest rapper in the world, I'm not going to say he is. But this album, when it came out, I really enjoyed it, and it kind of got me back into hip hop for a short time, because at that point, I think this was 2003 when this album came out, and I'd lost all interest in hip hop at that point. I was fully into metal, and I was into the metal scene in Birmingham, and I was going to clubs and the pubs and that, and hip hop wasn't interesting to me. After Tupac and Biggie died, I didn't care. But this album blew my socks off when it came out. It's fantastic. I mean, you've got on here What Up Gangster, Patiently Waiting, great song. In the Club that everyone knows. You've got 21 Questions, PIMP. It's a really, really solid album. And you've got, you know, Eminem's on here. You've got the G Unit on here. Young Buck's on there. You've got Nate Dogg on 21 Questions, which is, you know, really sad that Nate passed. That really gutted me when that happened. But just listening to his vocals, and you go back and listen to the old West Coast tracks, and you hear Nate doing his hooks, it's just quality, it really is. But yeah, fantastic album, love that album. Right, so next up, what I decided to do, I'm a massive fan of Kid Rock. Have been since 1999 when I first got Devil Without a Cause. I love that album, it's brilliant. And on CD I own Devil Without a Cause, Cocky, and The History of Rock. Now, in the past few years, he's had 3 different albums out, and they are Rock and Roll Jesus, Born Free, and Rebel Soul, which was the most recent. And I've had all 3 of those for years on digital copy. I've never got around to buying a physical copy, and I've always wanted to. Luckily, they're all available on vinyl. So I've started to pick those up, and the first one I picked up, which was the more difficult one to find, was Rock and Roll Jesus. And I had to get this from Italy, I believe it was, a sealed copy. Yeah, the back's better than the front. But yeah, for some reason this one's a little bit more tough to get, and I had to pay a few more quid for this. It wasn't too bad though. But this is great. You've got Rock and Roll Jesus, Amen, which I absolutely love that song. All summer long, great song. Roll On, So Hot, Sugar, When You Love Someone, New Orleans. Every track on this album is brilliant. That's what one thing I love about Kid Rock's music, especially these past 3 albums, is that when he started out as a rapper, then when you got to Death Without Cause, the whole rap rock thing was happening. So he was doing that, the rap metal. And then as time's gone by, he's become older, maturer, and you can hear it in his lyrics and his musical style. And he's a lot more country rock these days, with a little bit of a hard edge on the occasional song, but mostly country rock. And I absolutely love the way he's gone, his direction. You listen to his lyrics and his views on the world, and just he has changed as time has gone by, because he's gotten older and he's matured and he's gone through a lot of situations with Pam Anderson and life in general. And I absolutely love Rock's music. I think Kid Rock is just absolutely superb. So yeah, best song on this album, Low Life. I love that record, man. That's just a great tune. Yeah, brilliant album. So I haven't managed to get Born Free yet. I will be picking that up shortly because it's quite easy to come by, so I will be getting that next. But I have picked up, this is brilliant, and it is Rebel Soul. Love that. What a cover. It's a gatefold as well, which is awesome. There you go. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So this is a fantastic album. I love this. I say I literally cannot go wrong with Kid Rock. As far as I'm concerned, each album he's putting out is fantastic. I never feel like I have to worry about a Kid Rock album being bad, because it never is. I can buy a Kid Rock album blind and know that it's going to be a great album. So Detroit, Michigan, I really like that track. Rebel Soul, the title track, is fantastic. Happy New Year is a really great song. And every song on this album is really good, but it's just picking out ones that really stand out for me. Coochie Galore is really good, I like that one. Redneck Paradise is fantastic. Cocaine and Gin. Cocaine and Gin is a lot more mellow, and that's probably one of my favourite tracks on the album. But it's just a spectacular piece of work, it really is. If you've never listened to any of Kid Rock's music, please just click on the links down below in the description and see what you think, because I think the guy's awesome. Okay, and then the last record I picked up recently, guys, is Kid Rock's latest release, which came out, I believe it was February. I only found out the other day when I was Googling, and I found out he got a new album out, so I went and bought it straight away. I listened to the title track on YouTube, and I thought, yeah, brilliant. As I say, with Kid Rock's albums, I'm pretty much in the position now where I know from his material that I'm going to get good quality stuff, and I don't need to worry about buying his albums. And again, he's released another killer album, and this one is called First Kiss. I'll be absolutely honest with you, I'm not that happy with the cover. I don't think it looks that great. I think the cover on the First Kiss single looks a lot better than the album cover. It's interesting when you put the vinyl on there, you watch the record spinning, and that cigarette looks 3D. It's really weird, but very cool. And there's Rock on the back there, looking all pimp with his shoes. Very cool. So I've listened to this about maybe 5 or 6 times yesterday when it arrived. I just kept playing it over and over. It's great. So you got First Kiss, which is the title track, which is very much a pop rock song, very radio friendly, great track. Good Times, Cheap Wine was alright. Johnny Cash, really like that song a lot, that's brilliant. Ain't Enough Whiskey was good. Drinking Beer with Dad's a pretty decent song. Probably on the other side as well, on the side but you've got Jesus and Perceive Us, which I really like that track. It's a really chilled out, awesome tune. And my favourite song is Fode. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. It's F-O-A-D, it's a bonus track. And that's just a really, really funny song. I absolutely love that. Yeah, another brilliant album from Kid Rock. You cannot go wrong with the man. He's just an absolute genius. And I would love to see him live. I've never got to see him because when I used to live in Birmingham, every time Kid Rock would come to the UK, he'd always go to London. He'd never seemed to go to any of the big festivals and that, and it really pissed me off because he's the one act I've never got to see. So maybe one day I will get to see him before he dies. That would be cool. So there you go, guys. Those are the vinyl pickups that I've picked up recently. There will be more coming, I'm sure. I've got one in the pipeline I'm trying to get my hands on at the moment. I'm just waiting to hear from the seller, see if I can get that sorted out, which would be brilliant if I manage to grab that. Absolutely loving buying records. It's just so nice to get back into record buying and music buying in general, not just having digital content like I've had for years now, where, you know, I stopped buying CDs, which I used to buy by the bucket load, and I just started using digital music like a lot of people. It's just nice to be able to have that physical media again. I just love that energy. I always loved growing up, going out and buying music. I'd go out on a lunch break and just buy a ton of CDs, quite a big bag from HMV full of CDs. to now have that opportunity to just go and buy a record again is just great. You have to watch it because you can kind of like just buy loads, and I have been. I mean, I've just bought those as you can see, and it can rapidly get out of control, but I absolutely love it. It's brilliant, fantastic. And check out the 2 channels that I mentioned as well, True North Style, Cindy, and also Antoine's channel, Dirty Vinyl Play. Both great channels, really nice people as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. There's a link down below in the description for both of those channels. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next final video.